In January 1943, under the cover of darkness, Allied leaders converge at the Anfa Hotel in Casablanca. President Franklin D. Roosevelt, Prime Minister Winston Churchill, and their top military advisors arrive via blacked-out aircraft, their presence shrouded in secrecy. The hotel, dimly lit to avoid detection, buzzes with activity as officers unroll maps and prepare for critical discussions. This clandestine meeting marks the beginning of a pivotal moment in World War II, where the Allies will forge a unified strategy to defeat the Axis powers. Inside the Anfa Hotel, Roosevelt and Churchill engage in a heated debate over Allied war priorities. American planners push for a Pacific-first approach, while the British insist on focusing on Europe. Maps of Europe and North Africa cover the tables, with advisors pointing out key battlegrounds. The tension is palpable as both sides argue their cases, knowing the decision will shape the course of the war. This clash of strategies highlights the challenges of coordinating a global alliance. In a surprise move, Roosevelt announces the Unconditional Surrender doctrine to the press gathered in the hotel courtyard. Churchill, caught off guard, quickly composes himself as reporters scramble to record the historic statement. The policy, demanding total capitulation from the Axis, is a bold declaration of Allied resolve. This moment marks a turning point in the war, signaling to both allies and enemies that compromise is off the table. Behind closed doors, Allied generals express concerns about Roosevelt's unconditional surrender policy. Generals Eisenhower and Alan Brooke argue that it may harden Axis resistance, prolonging the war. They pore over battle maps, pointing out potential pitfalls. The tension between political leaders and military strategists underscores the complexity of wartime decision-making. This internal dissent reveals the high stakes of the Casablanca Conference. Charles de Gaulle arrives at the conference, his presence a diplomatic necessity, but a source of tension. The Free French leader reluctantly agrees to cooperate with the Allies, though his pride bristles at perceived slights. A stiff handshake with Roosevelt and Churchill symbolizes the fragile unity. French flags in the background serve as a reminder of the stakes for France's future. This uneasy alliance highlights the political complexities of wartime cooperation. With Stalin absent, the Allies grapple with how to present their decisions to the Soviet leader. Coded telegrams are drafted to explain the unconditional surrender policy, wary of sparking mistrust. Officers huddle over radios, discussing Stalin's likely reaction. The absence of the Soviet Union's leader looms large, a reminder of the fragile nature of the Allied coalition. This scene underscores the delicate diplomacy required to maintain unity among diverse allies. The Allies work late into the night to finalize the Casablanca Declaration. Typists clatter away as Roosevelt and Churchill review drafts, making last-minute adjustments. The document codifies the unconditional surrender policy, a clear message to the Axis powers. The weight of history hangs in the air as the leaders sign their names. This moment captures the culmination of days of intense negotiation and strategy. News of the unconditional surrender doctrine spreads worldwide. Axis propaganda denounces it as a call for their annihilation, while Allied morale soars. Newspapers with bold headlines are passed among soldiers in trenches, and radio broadcasts amplify the message. The policy becomes a rallying cry for the Allies, a symbol of their unwavering determination. This scene captures the immediate impact of the Casablanca Conference on the global stage. With the policy in place, Allied generals turn to the next phase of the war. War rooms buzz with activity as officers plot invasions of Sicily and Normandy. Maps are marked with troop movements and strategies are refined. The unconditional surrender doctrine now guides every decision, ensuring a unified approach. This scene highlights the transition from diplomacy to action as the Allies prepare for the battles ahead. The Casablanca Conference leaves an indelible mark on World War II. The unconditional surrender policy shapes the Allies' approach to the war's endgame, foreshadowing the eventual defeat of the Axis. As leaders depart, the Anfa Hotel fades into history, but its decisions echo through the years. This final scene reflects on the conference's long-term impact, a testament to the power of unity in the face of global conflict.